Hi there, it's Diane. Welcome to my basement. Today we're going to be learning about number patterns. So the question you should ask yourself is, what are number patterns? Our book tells us that a number pattern is a series of numbers that follows a rule. So here we have a series of numbers, and they follow a rule. The rule is that each time the number goes up by 100, we add 100. So the rule is plus 100. Let's see if that's true. 1022 plus 100 is 1122. Plus 100 is 1222. Plus 100 is 1,322. Plus 100 is 1,422. Plus 100 is 1,522. If you notice, in the hundreds column, you see the number goes 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. You could also say they are skip counting by 100. Well, number patterns don't just go up by 100. And they don't just go up every time either. You're not always adding. Sometimes you can create patterns by using different mathematical operations, like plus and minus. So let's look at these series of numbers. We have 75 to 85, that's plus 10. But then when you go from 85 to 80, you're subtracting 5. Then you go from 80 to 90, you're adding 10. And then 90 to 85, you're subtracting 5. 85 to 95, you're adding 10. And 95 to 90, you're subtracting 5 again. So the rule of the pattern is plus 10 minus 5. Well, just to make it a little more complicated, you can also multiply numbers to have a different pattern. So here we have 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, 24 times 2 is 48, and 48 times 2 is 96. If you see that the numbers are going up very quickly, it's probably multiplication. So here you see that the rule of the pattern is times 2. So we've seen plus 100 as a rule. We've seen plus 10 and minus 5 as a rule. And we've also seen times 2 is a rule of the pattern. Well, that's basically all you have to do. You start at the beginning, and then you see each number, how they change, whether they go up or down, and whether they increase rapidly, so it's probably multiplication. How about we practice? If you turn your book to page 66, you see at the bottom it says, observe the patterns. Find the rule of each pattern. Complete the series of numbers. So we start with 456. Then we go to the number 466. Then we go to 476, 486. So do you notice a pattern? I notice that the tens column goes 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8. So it looks like we're going up by 10 for each number. If we were going up by 10, what would the next number be? 486 plus 10 is, you can say it out loud. Yeah, 496. So I think we know the pattern. Here's where it gets tricky. So 496 plus 10. If I add 10 to 496, you can use your fingers if you'd like. You can go 496, 97, 498, 499, 500, 501, 502, 503, 504, 505, 506. And you would be correct. And then if I have 506 plus 10, all you have to do is change the 0 to a 1. That's how you add 10. You add another number to your tens column. So 506 plus 10 would be 516. And we already know that the rule of the pattern is plus 10. Great. How about we move on to page 67? So on page 67 it says, the rules of these patterns are composed of mathematical operations. Find the rule of each pattern. Complete the series of numbers. Do you understand what it's saying? If you don't understand, reread it. What I like about this textbook is that it's telling us the two things we need to make by making the words bold. So we need to find the rule of each pattern, and we need to complete the series of numbers. So here we find the pattern, and then we just have to finish the series. Great. Let's look at our numbers. So we start at 115, and then we go to 110. Are the numbers going up? Are we adding? Or are the numbers going down? Are we taking away from the number? So if we go from 115 to 110, we're decreasing, we're going down, right? So this is going to be subtract 5. You know what I like to do is I like to write on the page. So I will go ahead and put minus 5 on my page because that will help me remember. Now look, I'm at 110 to 100. What do I need to do? I need to subtract 10. Now I'm going from 100 to 95, subtract 5. From 95 to 85, subtract 10. And from 85, what's our next number going to be? Well, let's look at our pattern. Minus 5, minus 10, minus 5, minus 10. So the pattern is minus 5 and minus 10. You can go ahead and write that in if you'd like. Minus 5, minus 10. So I know if I'm at 85, I need to subtract 5. So what is 85 take away 5? You can go to your ones column and take away 5. So you know that your number is going to be 80 because 5 take away 5 is 0 and you still have the 8 in the tens column. Now I need to subtract 10. So 80 subtract 10 means I'm going to take 1 away from the 8 and make it a 7 and keep the ones column the same. So 80 take away 10 is 70. Let's see if we got it right. Our answer should be 80 and 70. And our rule is going to be take away 5, take away 10. 80, 70. The rule of pattern, take away 5, take away 10. Great. So let's continue. Here we have 235, and then we have 238. Are we going up? Are our numbers increasing or are our numbers decreasing? Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going up. And I'm going higher by the number 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. And the tens column stays the same and the hundreds column stays the same. Now I'm at 238 and I'm going to 233. Ooh, so if I start at 8 and I go down to 3, I'm subtracting. Does anybody know? 5. Yeah. So the difference from 238 to 233 is a difference of 5. Well, let's go on to the next number. We have 233 to 236. That's an increase of 3 or plus 3. And then we have 236 to 231. That is a decrease or minus 5. So I see a pattern. We have plus 3 minus 5. Plus 3 minus 5. I think the pattern is plus 3 and then minus 5. Let's continue with this pattern. So what is 231 plus 3? 3 plus 1 is 4, and then we keep the tens column a 3 and the hundreds column a 2. So now we're at 234. What do I have to do? What's the pattern? Plus 3 minus 5. Plus 3 minus 5. Plus 3, oh yes, minus 5. Thank you. So I have 234 minus 5. Oof. Well, if I take away the 4, then I still have to take one more away. So what I'm going to do, you can either write it in your white space here that you have. You can write 234, take away 5. But if I have 4, I can't take away 5. I'm going to need to regroup. The 3 becomes a 2. And then I move the 10 over to my ones column, and now I have 14. So 14 take away 5 is 9. Bring down my 2, bring down my 2. So I have 229. Let's see if that's correct. Let's see if our pattern was plus 3 minus 5, and if our next two numbers were 234 and 229. 234, 229, plus 3 minus 5. It's like a magic trick. We just keep getting it right because we know this. Here we go. Let's turn the page. Oh, nice. The next page is another series of numbers, but they skip. Look at this. They skip number 6. Of course they do. They're going to try to make it a little difficult for us, but we'll show them, won't we? Of course. Here we go. So we're going to read the instructions, and the instructions say, find the rule of these patterns. Write the 7th number of each series. You need to be careful because they show us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a missing one. They don't care what it is. I care. They don't. And then we have to find number 7. And we need to tell them what the rule of the pattern is. Let's see if we can do this one. Okay. So we have 6 to 12. That is plus how many? Plus 6. 12 to 7. Ooh, we're going down. So that's minus 5. 7 to 13. If you want, you can hold on to the number 7 and count to 13. So you go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have plus 6. And then we have 13 to 8 minus 5. Now, it should be plus 6. They don't want to know what that number is. So, you can leave it. You don't have to find it. But then, you need to know what that number minus 5 is. So, you're going to have to figure out what that number is anyways. So, let's do 8 plus 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you have to know what that number is, which is 14, so that you can take 5 away from it. So what is 14 take away 5? You can hold on to 14 and count down, so go 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You can do that. So I think the number is going to be 9. And I think the rule of pattern is plus 6 minus 5. Would you agree with me? Put your thumbs up if you agree with me. Oh, nice. I have some people agreeing with me. And put your thumb down if you disagree, if you think I've made a mistake and it's wrong. Or maybe you have something different. Okay. So, for those of you who disagree, tell me what numbers you think it's supposed to be. And for those of you who agree, let's check the answer in the book. So, they have 9. And the rule of pattern was plus 6 minus 5. So if you had something different, go back, try to explain it to someone, how you got your answer, and maybe you'll see where the mistake was made. It's really important that you're able to explain your thoughts and your reasons. Just try your best. That's all. How about we move on? Let's go page 69 at the top, number 5. They're going to start giving us word problems. Word problems, if you take it sentence by sentence, break it up, sometimes it's a bit easier. Let's try this out. It says, Lewis wants to buy a digital music player that is worth $20. Wonder what I would spend my $20 on. Maybe a music player. Each week, he saves $4. Well, that's great. He must have chores. Do you have chores? I wonder what he does to make $4 each week. Probably washes dishes, puts his clothes down the chute. It's important to help out around the house, isn't it? So, he wants to buy a digital player worth $20, and he saves $4 each week. I wonder if he puts it in a piggy bank. I have a piggy bank. How many weeks will it take before he can buy the music player? Well, we know the music player costs $20, and each week he saves $4. So, let's fill out our little chart here. The first week, he is going to have how much money? He's going to save $4 his first week. So this is week number 1. Way to go, Lewis. The next week, we are going to do what? We're going to add how much money? He saves $4 each week. So on week 2, how much money will he have? What is 4 plus 4? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $8. I think he'll have $8 in the second week. Then the third week, we'll add 4 more dollars. So we go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does he have enough? No, he needs $20. So what is 12 plus 4? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not enough. Plus 4, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Way to go, Lois. Lois can go buy his music player. What was the question we had to answer? How many weeks will it take before he can buy the music player? Well, let's check. This is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So the answer was 5 weeks. Put your thumb up if you think it's 5 weeks. Put your thumb down if you think it is a different number. So in the past, some of my students would say it would take 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks because they only had to add 4 times. But we have to be careful because the first week, it took him a whole week to earn the $4. So we're not counting the plus 4s, we're actually counting the numbers on how much he saved each week. So it is 5. It will take him 5 weeks. And we know that because we started at 4, and each week, week 1, he got $4, right? He earned the $4. And then week 2, he added the $4. Week 3, he added $4. Week 4, he added $4. And week 5, he added another $4. So it will take him 5 weeks. I think we're ready for one more. This one's a big one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up for you to give you, I'm going to call it a running start to help you think about it. And then I'll let you finish the rest of the problem on your own. So let's read this together. It says, Thomas wants to buy a microphone that costs $60. That's expensive. He decides to save money for it each week. The first week, he deposits, so he puts $2 into his account. His parents deposit or give him twice this amount. So twice means times 2. Or you take the number and you add it to itself. You have to know what the word twice means. Each week that follows, Thomas will deposit or put in 2 more than the amount he had deposited the previous week. And his parents will deposit twice the amount deposited by Thomas. How many weeks? So you need to know how many weeks will it take before Thomas can buy his microphone. His microphone costs $60. So we're trying to get the number over here to go to $60. How about we start with week 2? Okay, I have some numbers left over from before, don't I? Let's get rid of those. There we go. Okay, so week 1, Thomas puts in $2. His parents put in twice that amount. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. Or twice 2 means 2 times 2 is 4. You can do it either way. So the total deposited is the $2 plus the $4 is going to equal this $6. Does that make sense to you? The money Thomas puts in plus the money that his parents put in equals the total deposited, which is $6. So now in his account, in his bank account, he is going to have a total of $6. Let's do week 2 together. So week 2. Thomas is going to put in $2 more than he did the previous week or the week before. So 2 plus 2 is going to equal $4. Does that make sense to you? 2 plus 2 is going to equal $4. His parents are going to put twice that. So you can say 4 plus 4 or 4 times 2. What is that going to equal? What's 4 plus 4 or 4 times 2? 8. Great. So his parents are going to put in $8. So 4 plus 8 is going to be the total deposited. What's 4 plus 8? I like to hold on to the biggest number, so I'm going to hold on to 8 and count 4 more. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's going to equal $12. Equals $12. What is the total in his account? So he had 6. Now we're going to add 12. He is going to have 6, 7, 8. Bring down the 1. $18. Do you understand how this works? So now we're at $18. We need to get to $60. Can you see this? We're trying to get to $60. Right now we're at $18. The next week is week 3. So we take $4 and we're going to add 2 more dollars. So it's $4, $5, $6. His parents are going to double it, make it twice as much. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Total, 6 plus 12 is going to be 18. Ooh, we're getting close. So we have $18 plus the 18 that was already there. Does anyone know what 18 plus 18 is? 8 and 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 1, 2, 3. $36. So at week 3, he needs 60 and he has 36. Can he buy it? No, so you need to do at least 1 more week. So I want you to try to do week 4 and see if he's going to reach $60. If he does reach $60, then it'll take 4 weeks. If he doesn't, then you need to go to 5 weeks. Try your best. That's all I can ask, right? Before we're finished today, there is a small little game that I want to teach you. And you can use a calculator for this game, so that's always fun. This is called Calculator Patterns. All you need is a partner, someone to play with, and a calculator. My calculator looks a little different than their calculator. So you need 2 players. This is how you play. Player 1 enters a secret pattern into a calculator. Player 2 tries to figure out how the numbers in the pattern change. So, if I go first, I enter a 3-digit start number. I'm going to start with the number 100. Then I press a plus sign. So I just hit plus. And then I enter a change number. So that's like our rule, right? So plus, I'm going to go up by 5 each time. Then I have to press the equal sign. Now I'm going to give my calculator to my partner or someone I'm working with. My partner, you, get to press the equal sign and you're going to try to figure out how the numbers are changing. So you press the equal sign, it tells you 110. You press the equal sign again, you see 115, 120, 125. Wait, my secret number is plus 5. After your partner figures out how the numbers change, it's your turn to figure out a secret pattern. So then the other person goes. Let's see, I'm going to do it off the camera. All right, so I'm going to hand you my calculator, and it's going to say 90, and then you press the equals. It says 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. What is my pattern? 20, 10, 0. Did you guess it? I subtracted 10 each time. Great! So, another way you can play this game is, instead of using the plus, you can use minus like I did. Or you can try to figure out what the start number of the pattern was. So here, I'll give you an example. I'm going to type in a number. And I have 126. So what you might want to do if you're trying to find the start number is write down the numbers, because I don't know about you, but I can't remember all the numbers all the time. So I'm going to write down the number 126. And you're trying to guess the number that was right before it. So you're going to hit equal, and you see 129. And then you're going to see 132, and you're going to see 135. So what's happening? 126, 27, 28, 29. Ooh, plus 3. 29, 130, 131, 132, plus 3. 132 to 135, plus 3. So how do I find out what my first number was? If each time I'm adding 3 to find out this number, I actually have to subtract 3. 126, take away 3 is going to give me what that first number was. Does anybody know what my first number was? Watch, I'll go in reverse. 135 minus 3 is going to be 132. Minus 3 is going to be 129. Can you see? Minus 3 is going to equal 126. So what is 126 minus 3? 123. That was my start number. That's pretty great. Just like you. All right, so we're done. I want you to stay curious, and I'll see you next time. Bye.